If I tell you, say I. If I give you the vision, my feeling is soprano. La la la, do re, got me touching your soprano. Aisha, I love you, but I never figure can. Well, I'ma take you and your mama to Chicago because I fall for you. I'm fall for you. I'm gonna keep on falling for you. I'm gonna keep on falling for you. And when you had this bass, you go shake up your bum bum. Like when I say I love you, when you say you love me too. I know go take your body do shakara. For your love I go dance galala. I know go take your body do shakara. For your love I go dance galala. I know go take your body do shakara. For your love I go dance galala. I know go take your body do shakara. For your love I go dance galala. If I give you the vision, my feeling is soprano. La la la, do re, got me touching your soprano. Aisha, I love you, but I never figure can. Well, I'ma take you and your mama to Chicago because I fall for you. For you, fall for you. I'm gonna keep on fall for you. I'm gonna keep on fall for you. I'm gonna fall for you. I don't dey fall for you. I don't dey die for you. Try, they go do new design for you. I go put that down for you. I go say big about you. Why I put it on why, girl, I don't go tired. Girl, you know you buy it, don't need to see that. High, my life, your life. To all the people who get bad about to all the people who get passed out. Okay, baby, shake that you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please share. I'm still gonna have this show is gonna be. Hold on. Baby. I'll be having this show tonight. Morning. I will be having the full show tonight. I was extremely tired yesterday. As soon as I got home, I had my bath and I said, let me lie down for 5 minutes, and I slept off. Whatever you hear from me is the truth and nothing but the truth. Happy New Month, lovers, or TMS lovers, all on my DD worldwide. Happy New Month. Silent watchers, God bless you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the support. You are highly appreciated. Thank you. Okay. One thing I want you to know is this. Sorry. A bird was in front of me. We don't want any lies during this particular case. I don't know Mommy Rasula. I don't know her. But we have been hearing that she is, of course, and we have evidence that she's an amazing woman. We have evidence that she is a philanthropist.
We have evidence that she beats people. We have evidence that she has charity organization where she has been helping the less privileged and those that need help. We have evidence that she is a woman of honor. Her image will not be tarnished. She's a woman of dignity that is highly respected worldwide. Not only in Nigeria, but worldwide. I don't know her, but I've been hearing about her on Facebook. However, there are some people that know her very well. It could be people that she has helped before. It could be one of the people that her charity organization has built. I want you to know that during this particular case, at each and every single hearing, I have been sorted out with, and I will show you when I get home at night. I have been given a journalist badge. I have it. I will be wearing it when we go to the next hearing. I have registered, yes, as an investigative blogger and a journalist, to be precise. Ticket-wise to go to Ireland for each and every single hearing has been paid for, so that is not going to be any problem. I want to show I want to appreciate all members of us at TMS for their contribution towards the ticket yesterday, because they paid for yesterday's ticket. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you that contributed. God bless you. You are highly appreciated, and I want you to know that you are loved. But from the next hearing and for the rest of the case, the ticket has been paid for. Food, everything, whatever that I need has been paid for, and I will be in court each time Esabod is called to come back to court. Now, what happened yesterday, and whatever you hear, like I said, from my mouth is the truth. Nothing but the truth. We arrived in court at about I'll say around 9:30. Okay. I have all the details of when we arrived and everything on my phone, because everything is being recorded, as in documented. When we arrived there, let me see, I think it was about 6 of us. Okay, myself, Daddy Gaddafi, Mommy Adebimpala Shadura, Sister Bolaji, Ati, Mommy Grace, Mommy Grace Olutosho. Okay, there was 5 of us. 5 of us arrived together. And when we arrived there, we were searched. We entered the building. We looked around to find the case of Esther Aboderin. We didn't see it on the board. It wasn't there. The judge name was scheduled to start the case at 10:30, but Esabod's name wasn't there. At about 10:30, before 10:30, I believe Esabod has arrived in court before we arrived, and they had all this cameraman, from the newspapers and all of that outside, taking pictures and videoing and all whatever. So she was in court. She was in court with the lady named, is it Eva Cheerful? One lady by the name Eva Cheerful that came to party in London one time, and she arrived with Abby Alex and 2 other ladies. One of them in orange striped top and another one in a colorful pink top. the one in the colorful pink top appears as someone that was recording, or rather maybe she was, taking pictures of us, blah 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 blah, whatever she was doing there. I don't know what she was doing, but she was doing something anyway. So it's Abby Alex. So we knew Esabod was in the building, but because she knew that we were there, she didn't want to come out, because she knew that a video or whatever, pictures will be taken, whatever, I don't know. So as soon as she, when it was time for her to, go into court, she came out at about 10 in front of court 3. She was standing in front of court 3, and evidence of all of that is available. And of course, when she was standing there, she kept abusing people. She was abusing Iyawa. She was called not Iyawa. She was abusing Mommy Adebimpe Alashadura. She was abusing Baba Gaddafi. She went into court, and we all went in after. And Esabod passed me. She was right beside me inside court. The judge was the judge was attending to some other cases, okay? And as soon as she saw me, she said, "Olori buruku omo ofo." And I replied back, but in a very, very low voice. However, her voice was loud. The judge could hear her saying, "Olori buruku omo ofo." Not only to myself, at this time, Iyawa has entered the courtroom as well. I didn't know that she actually saw Iyawa outside. Ó ti kọ́kọ́ sọ fún Iyawa pé ayé Iyawa fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ní iwájú ta, outside court 3. And when she entered the courtroom, Iyawa entered as well. Iyawa appeared to be very, very upset. Why? Because she has already attacked Iyawa outside. So when Iyawa entered the courtroom, the judge was attending to another case, okay? Iyawa now said, "Oda ekpo shori buruku abi." She replied, and the judge was like, "Hello, if you want to talk in court, can I have you outside of my courtroom?" The judge was very, very upset because she actually heard Esabod, who is the criminal in court, attacking people. She came in court for defamation of character, slandering and bullying on Facebook. And that was what she was in court for. And on arrival, she was doing exactly the same thing they charged her into court for. Of course, Iyawa was already provoked. So is Sister Bolaji. Sister Bolaji Tansoyi, Esabod has literally destroyed her home. When I say Esabod has destroyed her home, Esabod made this Sister Bolaji lose a pregnancy. So you need to understand the reason why she was angry. That how can you make me lose an unborn child? This particular Sister Bolaji in question. Now, Mommy Rasula lawyer, Mommy Rasula, what's happening in this area today? Mommy Rasula barrister was in court. When it was time for Mommy Rasula's case, the barrister presented himself. He's a short man, okay? And of course, the case was put forward to the judge. And because the judge was upset with Esabod because of what she did earlier, making stupid noise in the courtroom, the judge was upset and he asked that. She said she didn't have enough time for this particular case, number one, because the Esabod, who is a criminal, did not show up the very first time. So they were not actually expecting her in court yesterday. The judge said she wasn't ready for her yet, and because of her noise in court, they asked her to get out of the courtroom and come back at 2 p.m. Get out of the courtroom and come back at 2 p.m. because she was already upset. I'm talking about the judge in court. Good morning, Queen AJ. Now, on getting out of the court, she left the courtroom with a solicitor. It was not a barrister. It's just a local solicitor that was there. And when she left the courtroom, she was sitting outside court 3. She was sitting right outside court 3. We were still in court trying to listen to the rest of the cases that they were being heard in court. And what's going on here? What is going on here? Sorry. So because the judge has ordered her to leave the courtroom, we decided to leave as well. So we left the room and she was sitting outside of the court 3. Now, Sister Bolaji and Mami Awa came out, and the next thing Esabod said was, and she was recording with her phone, which she wasn't allowed to do in court. She was recording. They wanted to go and use the toilet, okay? She was walking towards the exit of the court. Sorry about that. Sorry, I had a phone call. Now, she was walking towards the back of the courtroom. She didn't want to come out through the front because you had all those newspaper, all the journalists and the rest of them outside. She didn't obviously want them to take her picture. I'm sorry about that. I had a phone call. She didn't want them to take her picture. Now, Sister Bolaji and Mamawa, they were desperate to use the toilet. And the toilet is towards the exit where Esabod was passing through. She was in front. They were walking from the back, heading towards the toilet. As soon as she saw them behind her, she looked back. And you want to know what happened, don't you? Well, join me on this platform tonight. At the moment, I am off to my own work. Join me tonight to find out the rest of the thing that happened in court yesterday. God bless you all. I appreciate you for coming online this morning. I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye.